עץ חיים היא, למה חזיקים בה? Welcome to Passages. I'm Michael Kegel. We're going to talk about Qohelet, Ecclesiastes, as he is known in the non-Jewish world. Actually, the word Qohelet and the word Ecclesiastes really mean the same thing. And we have with us two wonderful scholars, Rabbi Yechiel Goldreich, who is the rabbi of B'nai Torah in Toronto, and Professor Una Eisenstadt, who is professor of religious studies at Pomona College in California. So, where shall we begin with Qohelet? With this vanity of vanity texts.
What you said, Ecclesiastes and Qohelet mean the same thing. What do they mean?
To gather together, right?
To gather together.
Ecclesia in Greek is a gathering, and kahila, as we say, kahila is a congregation. So Qohelet is somebody who gathers people together. I assume it's an epithet for Shlomo Melech, for Solomon.
Hence,
right? He's the gatherer.
Hence the preacher.
Right. They translate as preacher.
They translate as preacher. So somebody is getting up and gathering people together and stating all these words of deep melancholy, listing the ways in which the world is empty and vain.
First reading of it, it reminded me of a certain uncle who often has a way of, everything is pointless, everything is empty, the paper boy, one of those things. And it seems to go on like this for a while, but yet I have faith that the fact that it was actually codified gives it more significance and more meaning than the rantings of a grumpy man.
Well, I find it an uplifting text, ultimately. I mean, it does seem to suggest that human endeavor comes to naught. So that if you are striving after a goal, if you want to go out and change the world, you can forget it because a generation comes and a generation goes, but the earth remains forever. Nothing really changes. All that striving is vanity and striving after wind. So things don't fundamentally change, but there are different ways of understanding that. I mean, it can give you a sense of groundedness. It can give you a sense that all of the horrible things that are happening in the world then and today, these too will pass, and that the simple things in life do persist. Children grow up and people work at jobs occasionally that they enjoy. People find companions. And those things go on. You can do terrible things to your fellow human beings. You can try to dehumanize your children, but ultimately you will not succeed because the world goes on.
That's interesting.
Qohelet almost didn't make it in. The sages of the Talmud, they say that it was almost left on the cutting room floor. Because actually, I'm not sure who the committee was, how they all gathered together and say, all right, this one, we'll leave it. That's just Apocrypha. Forget it. Oh, that one, that is divine. That we're going to keep in. And actually, it says that they found that Qohelet wasn't a part of, it didn't seem as if it was in concert with the rest of the books of the Tanakh, the rest of the Bible. I said, for example, the fact that he tells youth to enjoy and follow after,
eat, drink, and be merry.
And then at the same time, they say, how could that possibly, is this the same Bible that says not to follow after, not to stray after your eyes and after your heart? Where's the commonality between them? And the Talmud mentions that a certain scholar said, I'm going to figure this one out. He went into the room and he came out and said, I was able to figure out how, in fact, this is. And it's actually the way in which they reread certain parts of it actually shed a certain light on the fundamental message of itself. So, for example, the famous comment, there's nothing new under the sun. However, above the sun, well, in the realm of ideas, there you can have great innovation. That you can have, you're right, in the physical world things aren't that. However, it can actually, we can aspire for much.
Right. But leaving aside the question of whether specific